Yeah, so you guys, you and Xander especially, got pretty drunk at the bar, meeting up with some of these Vistani dudes, and you were buying drinks, and you were with Milo, and everybody was drinking and having a good time. You were told that there's the village leader's daughter, who's kind of sitting alone by herself and trying to recruit people to help her. You would also remember that you guys found a letter on a dead body that brought you to this town. Ultimately, like that's kind of what has led your way here. Also, while at the bar and talking with the bartender, you had found out that her adopted brother and the adopted son of the village leader, the burgomaster, really fit the description of the prince of the empire that you were looking for, whose name was Ivan, but it didn't really, like, that didn't really make sense. And you guys didn't really press the issue with the bartender, but after kind of providing that description, he pointed you in the direction of Izmira. And instead of going and talking with Izmira, you guys sent Skizzy over there by herself, and you guys went to the bar and got more drunk. Skizzy was joined by her brother, ultimately Brock, and he went over with her, and they kind of talked with this young woman who seemed to be having a tough time with the death of her father and the recent infection of her brother by this vampire. He had been bitten for the first time, 3 days ago, and that was the moment that her father died, kind of overwhelmed by this tragedy. You also had heard before you had talked to her that some of the village people call her Izmira the Lesser. I don't know if it's like a sexist thing in this town or if it's just that people don't necessarily believe in her or that she's always lived in her father's shadow. You don't necessarily know what that vibe is yet either. But you also kind of get the vibe that they don't call that to her face because she looks like she can kick ass just a little bit. In your chat with her, you guys ultimately decided that you were going to go to her house and meet her brother. You mentioned that he also fit the description of somebody that you were looking for, and at the end of the day, you just wanted to help them. She was very off-put by you being a goblin and an orc, and even more off-put by your drunk friends at the bar, but in her desperation mode, she needed help, and nobody else is going to help her, so she ultimately let you guys in and brought you guys to her house. That being said, there was a little bit of conflict as you all were trying to leave. Carrick was very interested in getting his fortune told by Madame Ava, a fortune teller out at the Vistani camp, who are maybe a half day's travel away. The Vistani were going to lead you to that camp, but Skizzy ultimately talked you into going here first and trying to find the prince because that's why you guys are here. That's your main mission. Though you guys were very intrigued by getting your fortunes told and maybe continuing the party, I would say too. That being said, you ultimately ended up at the house of the burgomaster, and as you were entering the house, you saw that there was a very beautiful dark elven woman who was biting the neck of this young man who, Xander, you would recognize as being the prince, and that Skizzy and Carrick would also recognize as well, having seen that portrait from the Emperor, and like this is the guy that you're trying to find. She came over to you, Xander, and tried to flirt with you and touch you on the face, and you immediately swung your flail at her, like, the fuck away from me. And she turned into...
I did not swing my flail at her. I would never swing a flail. Oh, wait,
yeah,
yes,
did.
her, yes.
Yeah, you did. You attacked her. I mean, with good reason. With good reason. Like.
No, you're right. It was instinctual because he's beating Berovia. Sorry. My bad. I got. Yeah.
So with that swarm of rats that had attacked you, you guys had been able to fend it off at the end of the day, and were able to kind of talk to this guy. He looked very confused. As you guys talked to him, you also got very confused. Because Xander, you recognize this dude as the prince. I mean, you trained with him when you guys were younger. You guys are the same age, roughly. I think he was maybe, a year or two older than you, so he's about 25. He's about 25, 27, right around there. And you guys, you trained together under Ulrich. Like, you guys were not best friends growing up. But there was some kinship for sure. So yeah, you recognize him, and because he didn't recognize you, his timeline's weird. Like, you guys have been searching for him, knowing he's been gone for maybe a week, 2 weeks at the most. He says he's been here for 8 years. In your talks with him, you figure out that his father had just recently died about 3 days ago. While he was under the influence of this most recent bite, he didn't remember that, and he had that shock and had to kind of relive that moment all over again, and it kind of tore him up a little bit. Ismira was very upset as well, and she and her brother had asked you guys to help them convince the priest down at the church to let her brother be buried, or her father be buried in that hallowed ground there. You went down there to the church and started talking to the priest, and at this point you're just trying to get the history of the land, and you have not necessarily broached the subject of the burial. And that's kind of where we had left off, I think. Sarah, do you remember anything else that I might have missed for these guys?
No, I think that's pretty much it. Just, I guess, to add that I'm still back at the house with the prince and Ismira, just to make sure no vampire shows up to attack them while I'm gone, or while we're all gone.
Yeah, you're going to be able to hold them off your goblin. Yeah.
Yep.
Totally fine.
Hey. If she...
So were we down at the about to bury?
No, you still have to ask the priest for permission.
Yeah, and that's kind of you've been kind of navigating around that. You're trying to build that friendship with him, and you kind of ask for the history of the area because you guys are new here and trying to get a little bit of an understanding. And he asked if you wanted the recent history or the world history, kind of sarcastically, and you said both. And because because you were like, I can't do this right now. Yeah, because I didn't access to my notes or my computer or anything because my internet crashed. I'm like, fuck you, man. So that's where we can stop.
Well, perfect. What a great question. So, Father.
We're actually not going to start with you just because of that, Eddie, and we're actually going to bounce back over to Skizzy at the house. I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding.
No, absolutely.
So give me just 1 second here. I don't actually have a map for that, so I'm just going to bounce you guys over to the village map for now.
Sure.
And Skizzy, you are at the house with this man Ivan and his adopted sister, I guess, Ismira, and a dead body in the other room. Probably a bunch of dead rats on the floor too.
Honestly, she's probably got her arms crossed and is pacing a little, thinking about them drunk as fuck bumbling over there and if they're going to be able to pull this off, because for some reason Brock doesn't like to talk and interject when they go off path. So
to be fair, he is a rather quiet person, your brother. He does not talk much.
Yeah.
In most situations, you have to draw him out.
Yeah, and normally, she doesn't mind, but right now she's just concerned about getting this done so we can save this guy and figure out what's going on and possibly have to kill a vampire, and she doesn't know much about them. Well, no, she does actually because of the book, but still, they're freaky. She doesn't want to deal with this. And then the foreboding message from Baba Yaga that, you know, I might not come back. She's like, this place is fucking scary. We might die here.
No.
And they can't even remember why we came to this house.
Now, on that note, do you think that you would be kind of sticking inside the house and kind of like going over from window to window? Or actually, they're all boarded up, so you really wouldn't have a way to look out. But do you think you would be inside, or do you think you would like go around the outside and maybe try and get a better idea of what caused those claw marks? If there's any recent signs of activity, like, are you inside or outside right now?
I'm inside right now. Just because like I said, I'm worried that, I mean, if she apparently voodooed her way into this house, like, to get to him this time, and turned into a pile of rats, she could probably just materialize here, and she knows fully the logic, like, what am I gonna do when she does? But, that being said, we're here for this guy, so she'd be in that room with him. And just doing that little pacing. If she can't look out the windows, like, are they far from they're not that far from the door, because we came in on this, so I'd probably just kind of peek at the door every now and then, see if I see anything, and then come back in and continue my pacing.
It seems to be like mostly like a 5-room house for the most part. So there's like a big central like sitting area, living area, cooking area, a big kind of cook pot in the middle. Over on like one side is like a large bedroom, which is probably where the burgomaster had stayed. That's currently where his body is right now. And then over on the other side of the house, there's 2 more rooms that where it just seems like that's Esmira's room and Ivan's room.
Yeah, okay. I'm just whatever room they're in, I guess. Oh, also, the big central one. Also, she's thinking they might need to change from being a goblin and an orc, because the whole point was to not cause disruption and make it easier, and now everyone looks at them like, oh my god, a goblin and an orc!
Which I think also, I don't know that you necessarily need to roll an insight on this, but I think this also gives you, like, a little bit more insight on, like, oh shit, maybe this place isn't necessarily the place that we thought that we were walking into. Like, all of these things are, like, starting to line up just a little bit. Like,
yeah, we're definitely somewhere else. Yeah, we're definitely somewhere. Where? I don't know. Actually, that being said, I think she might take a few minutes to, like, just go into another room to change and be something else, because as much as Skizzy's fun, also the voice was killing me, and I'm still sick, so I don't want to do that. And
you have plenty of time. You have plenty of time, and like I said, it's not necessarily a bad idea. It might actually be a good idea in this case.
And I had been thinking of a different one, which I had a picture of anyway, so that'll work out. I'll put that in there, and it'll be a young human girl, or woman this time. And so I'll change my clothes and come out like that, looking like that. I will tell Esmira before I do this, I'm going to go in there, and then I'm going to come out being different. But it's still me, okay?
I'm going to miss the Skizzy voice, but I understand. Yeah!
I'll come back to Skizzy if we ever have to go back to infiltrate that area.
Yeah, I think they would just kind of like look over at you and like kind of nod, like, oh, she just needs to do something else. Like, we're fine over here. But like, they just don't really care that you're going off on your own necessarily.
Yeah. I just didn't want to freak them out when I come back a different person and they don't know why.
Hey guys, I had to reset my roll 20 real quick. I can still hear you, but just letting you know.
Yeah, no worries. So yeah, what do you come back and look like it?
Like in this picture I put up is a redhead with bright green eyes and then sort of this piratey look, kind of inspired by, boy, I need to remember his name. I'm terrible with names even if I'm DMing or if I'm playing. Laro? Because he's kind of piratey, so sort of just inspired to be that way because he flirted with her.
Dig it.
Yeah, and just kind of came out like that. And I know I'm asking a lot with the hat. Could I have the hat for the aesthetics?
Yeah, easy enough. You could probably have found that somewhere.
Awesome.
You have that full bag of clothes that you've kind of been able to interchange, when you go into your different forms. So I would assume, that you probably had that hat stashed away.
And her new temporary name will be Sierra.
As you come back out, they both look at you just a little shocked and taken back and like, well, this is better. For sure, Smira will say.
Yeah, it seems Skizzy wasn't really gonna work out in a place like this, but you can call me Sierra. It's nice to meet you.
I ask, is that some sort of magic?
Some might say it is.
Oh, I've never seen magic before. That's so cool.
Oh, really? Well, let me show you. And I'll call some dancing lights, and they spark around her, all dazzling.
She's impressed, and it also looks like the prince is rather impressed by this too. Like, it seems like the only magic that they might have seen is this dark magic from this witch that you've heard of. So you're impressive. You're lighting the room up just a little bit.
Well, she doesn't mind that. And probably gets distracted with just doing silly parlor tricks to make them dazzled. Use a mage hand to lift a book. It looks like, it's invisibly rising.
Let's be real. These are some good-looking people, too. So, I mean, like, you got some options here.
Wait, what's happening now?
I mean, let's be real. She'll flirt with a prince. I mean,
you never know. You could be his knight rescuing, like, not the fair maiden, but like reverse the roles just a little bit right here and end up becoming a princess of an empire.
I mean, I'm sorry, Laura. I know we were gonna have a date, but he's a prince. So yeah, I mean, I'd flirt with the prince.
Hell yeah. While you're having a grand time over there with both of them kind of like shoving each other out of the way to flirt with you, we're going to bounce back over to Xander and Carrick and Brock, who are currently in conversation with Father Donovich at the church.
At the Temple of Light.
Yeah. And you guys, can you please all roll me a perception check? Or I guess I'll roll for Rock here.
Just ignore
my character sheet. That conversation you guys just had was amazing, so I didn't even open up my character sheet. Hold on a second. That was fun.
I just put my icon inside so we can have something on the camera other than the front door. But just ignore me. I'm obviously not there.
What are you talking about? You're everywhere. You're like one of those watchers from the Game of Thrones, See everything. Yeah. You're the three-eyed raven.
I am the all-scrying eye. I know all.
yes, you see everything.
Carrick, you suck at this. You don't hear or see shit.
It's dark, man.
Are you lucky? Do you have another roll? I actually don't know what to roll.
He's
I can't fucking see anything, dude.
Can you actually see on the page, or can you not see on there?
No, it's actually pitch black.
Oh yeah, Sarah, was it alt what?
For what?
To get us centered on the map, because this could be a big map.
Oh, if he holds shift and pings, but I think he just needs to fiddle with the dynamic lighting.
I got it.
Oh, there we go. I see it.
Then it disappeared.
Maybe you have to turn vision on the tokens.
Well, they also don't have dark vision, but it shouldn't be dark in here.
Yeah, I do see the little torch icons.
Ian, do you have dark vision?
I believe so.
No, he doesn't.
I know somewhere there's a setting for like daylight. Maybe the daylight is turned off. I think in the page setting and then the dynamic lighting tab.
How about now? Can you guys see now?
No.
Not yet.
Now, when I do this, can you guys see like the whole map or just like the little square that you're in?
Whole
I
map.
see the whole map.
I can see the whole map now.
Well, we'll just have to pretend that you guys don't see stuff. Theater of the mind, this shit. So yeah, Xander, did you? Yeah, you also did not roll very well with your perception.
No, I do not. But I'm also thinking that should I use? No, you know what? Someone else rolled well enough, right? Yeah, Brooke did.
Brooke did, and he'll look over at you, Carrick, and you, Xander, and he'll be like, Did you guys hear that screaming?
No.
I could have sworn I heard screaming coming from the basement. Are you sure you guys didn't hear that?
I did not hear any screaming.
But we can go check it out.
Where's the basement? To your left, your right? Where's it at?
I don't know. Did you see stairs?
I think the basement's usually below.
Man, I can't see shit right now. Where's the father?
He's still standing in front of you guys, and Brooke is obviously whispering this. I mean, I'm speaking loudly to you guys.
Right.
You can hear
Gotcha,
me, but, he's obviously pulled you guys aside and is whispering this.
All right. Man, I can't see shit. What are you hearing, man? That's freaking me out.
Screaming. I thought I heard somebody screaming help.
I'm gonna look at Carrick.
But if you guys didn't hear that, I mean, I don't know, man. This place is just fucking weird. I'm creeped out. Are you guys creeped out here?
I mean,
I feel fine.
Yeah, not yet. Do you think I should
I guess you got both your arms again, Carrick. So you're feeling a little bit better. But Xander, I thought that doll tripped you up yesterday, or I guess that was earlier today. Didn't that you look really freaked out when you saw that doll?
Yeah, it was awful. It was scary, and if you hear some voices, maybe we should, just stick together. Let's not go too far from each other. And I grabbed them both by the belt buckles, and I'm just like, yeah, that's us right here. That's us.
And Brooke will bring up again too. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we're down 2 fucking people right now. Milo's disappeared and Alric's gone. They both disappeared into those mists, and Orion was gone before that. But I feel vulnerable. I don't know about you guys. I'm scared. He'll full on admit it. He doesn't necessarily want to admit this in front of his sister, but he's obviously formed that bond of friendship with you, Xander. You guys have been fighting next to each other in many battles.
Yeah, we do some fighting. Yeah,
Carrick, you just recently fought with him, and like I said, he doesn't necessarily feel opposed to opening up to you guys.
Brooke, we have fucking Xander with us. He's not gonna let anything happen.
That's right, buddy. That's right. And can I cast a spell here? To cast protection from evil and good on River.
Yeah.
It's a touch spell. I don't want him to be scared. So I am going to bada bing bada boom.
You're gonna touch my brother?
Oh yeah.
You're not here.
That's a real guy. Love that touch.
It
can be a woman.
Cast. I don't know what's happening here, but did you guys see it? I casted it. No, because I didn't put it in the comments.
No, I see it. Yeah.
Oh, alright.
Awesome. He feels a little bit better. And he'll say, all right, well, you guys didn't hear the screaming. This makes me feel a little bit better. Let's get the history from that priest and then try and figure out how to convince him to bury this dead guy. He'd probably be a little bit less crass than that, I'll be honest.
Are you holding back swears or something?
Well, I mean, like, he's a cleric, man. He's like not necessarily he's not being vulgar, but like he wouldn't just like talk about that dead body like that. He'd show some respect to this guy.
Got it. Yeah, good idea. River, why don't we talk to Father Donovich?
Remember, I'm off right now.
Oh shit, that's right. Good job, Brock. Why don't we go talk to Father Donovich and let's get this guy buried. Good idea. I look at Carrick. Carrick, you ready?
I think he's owed a proper burial, dude.
And so you return to Father Donovic, who's been, kind of preparing a couple history books kind of off to the side because he, as, the main clergyman of this village, has kept records for a while, and so he's got some sort of like a history that he can kind of give you guys here. And I had this prepared, but then my Rule 20 just decided to be a little funky, so I have to open that up again. So,
how dare you?
Couple seconds. Again, chat amongst yourself out of characters. Take a little break, but give me 2 minutes to get this all pulled up.
Are we ready for some lore dumps?
Yes, I love lore dumps.
This is blueberry muffin from Fruitful.
Nice. I have a dude. I just had to push this away from the fucking glasses that I'm wearing. What? Nothing. I got a Rituals watermelon, I think.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty dang delicious. Not gonna lie.
I also got jet fuel. Jet fuel.
Jet fuel, OG. Oh, I also have my normal Jameson. Today it's in a glass mug.
I just have Diet Coke. Diet Coke tonight.
I also have champagne, but I gotta stop drinking that because it'll just make me tired more.
The kid, I had the house to myself last weekend, but the family's back.
Oh yeah, all good.
I just drove back from New York yesterday.
What part of New York?
Huh?
What part? Like
Long
the city?
Island.
Oh, Long Island, yay.
We were gonna stay through Easter, but we decided to come back because the weather was shitty today, so we came back yesterday.
It was pretty shitty today, right?
Yeah, we didn't want to deal with that, so back in Massachusetts, baby.
Right.
Do you miss it, Canyon?
No, not at all.
No, he does not miss it.
I knew you were gonna say it.
Massachusetts was not Canyons.
I miss you guys. I miss the friends that I made out there for sure, and I miss Greatest Itch just a tad, but I don't miss Massachusetts at all. All right, but I am ready to rock and roll if you guys are.
Let's go.
Yeah, do it.
Yep. All right. So a while ago, the priest will say 500 years. There was a king and a princess who kind of fought with her father. The king was named Berov, and the princess was named Navira. You would know of her and her two sisters that were all a part of the Kryn dynasty. So King Berov Kryn was married to Queen Leilash Kryn, and they had 3 daughters. Navira, who was the eldest, Nezarina, who you guys know very well after meeting her recently. Big fans, I'm sure. And a third daughter. In that time, that was the era of Bloody Ben Dwendal, and his son Ben the Bold. Xander, you would remember this as being more like 200 years ago, I think. Hold on, let me pull that up just real quick. I do have this written down. $300 years ago, or right around. So his saying 500 years throws off not your timeline just a little bit, but it's confusing. Him saying that, because you know your history well enough to know like that the two timelines that you're getting right here the timeline that you're getting here doesn't necessarily line up with your timeline that you know. Excuse me. I lost my page again. Give me a second. There we go. I've got like 1 million pages pulled up, guys. Excuse me. All right. So, in the fighting, her father, King Berov, was killed. And that was in a fight with Bloody Ben. And Navira, from that point on, waged these long and bloody wars against her family's enemies in the West. And she finally cornered the last of these enemies, including, Ben the Bold and Bloody Ben, in this remote mountain valley at the edge of the Ashkeeper Peaks, near the Broken Vale Marsh, before slaying them all. She named that valley Berovia after her deceased father, and was so struck by the scenic beauty of this place and also the pride that she felt in conquering it, and decided to stay there. Again, that's
Navira?
Navira. Yeah, and this is the eldest sister of the 3. The queen, Leilash Kryn, sounds like she really lamented the death of her husband Berov, and was maybe even a little fearful of Navira and her sister Nezarina. War had made them cold and arrogant, and she kept the youngest daughter, Nim, away from them and away from the battlefield. Navira and Nezarina kind of both envied that love and attention that their mother had for her. And, sounds like over time, bad stuff happened within the family. And at that point in time, a lot of the records are lost. Both of the other sisters ended up disappearing from the record, and Navira became this dark ruler of this place. For years, it sounds like she's been taking girls, men, everybody from these villages to try and find her perfect husband, perfect companion to continue her conquering, but so far has been ultimately unsuccessful in that task. And at this point, you guys begin to hear a bell ringing. And
Damn it, I was talking, but I was on mute. Sorry.
What were you saying?
I started off with saying, "Thank you, Father. That was quite insightful. Really appreciate you letting us know what's going on. I just want to make sure that we're in the land of Berovia now."
Yeah. And as he goes to respond to you, and at this point in time, you begin to hear that bell ringing. And Xander, I would say you hear it this time. Carrick, you hear this clearly. And Brooke obviously hears this, but there is a very clear scream. Just this help that you guys can hear coming from what seems the stone below you. And this scene that you have been looking at before you kind of just flashes like an illusion. And you look around you and all of the benches are broken into pieces. This altar is smashed in front of you. And Father Donovich is hanging by a rope from the ceiling.
What? Are we just next to him?
It was an illusion.
Hold on.
What's going on here?
Yeah, Karen, what is happening?
You tell me.
I don't know, man. Weren't we just talking to Father Donovich?
You're supposed to
ghost.
He's dead now, and you were just talking to him. That's fucked up.
Well, I mean, was he already dead and we were talking to him, or did he die while we were talking to him?
I don't think any of it was real.
What? I wrote all those notes down for nothing? Sorry. What? He told us so much information. Can we believe that information?
I
look over at Brock.
Kind of
I'm
on the rope.
I'm gonna look at Brock.
That, like, creaking noise as the body just like kind of turns and like its eyes just turn to face you. They're bulging out. His tongue's just sticking out just a little bit, and it almost looks like he's just looking you right in the eyes, Xander.
Oh my god! And
we should check him.
Yeah, I'm stepping back. I'm like, why don't you check him? You go ahead and check him. Tell me how it is.
I want to see if he has anything on him. What should I roll?
I look at Brock, our cleric. I say, like, what do we do here, man? Like,
I don't know.
I just saw this. Did you see that?
Let's try and get him down. And you'll like go over like with you, trying to help him, like both like boosting him up. Carrot, climb up there and chop, chop the rope.
As he just like plops to the ground.
As he steals everything from his pockets.
Yeah, I think Brooke will probably like cast a healing word on him, and nothing happens, and he'll look and say, "Do you want me to try and bring him back? Can try."
Yeah. I mean, let's talk to Father Donovich. He actually might know something. Also, great to bring people back alive.
He could try to attack us.
Why would he try to attack us? He's a father of the Temple of Light.
Crazier things have happened.
And
but yeah,
we'll use one of his revivify spells, and nothing happens.
Check his pockets.
Hold on, what? Nothing happens.
No.
We prayed hard enough.
So, if anything, like Xander, you would know from kind of having access to this healing magic, similar healing magic. If he can't bring him back, this means that this guy's been dead for longer than 1 minute.
Right.
So,
yeah.
If anything, I think that gives you that indication that the guy that you were talking to, probably not alive.
Probably not alive. But hold on. Quick time out. I have a spell, but it's not prepared. so I can't use it, right?
What spell? And we'll maybe try and see what we can do.
Ceremony. I could touch one corpse, and for the next 7 days, that target can't become undead by any means short of a wish spell.
Roll me a religion check as you pray to Avandra just real quick and see if she'll give you access to this magic.
Alondra, I haven't talked to you in a long time, but you know I still pray to you all the time. You know you're my man. Let's do this.
Woman.
Yeah, but we have a thing. She knows. She knows stuff. I call my daughter bro. It's going good.
Yeah, about that.
Hold on, I can't see the roll. Oh, come on. You know what? I'm using my inspiration. I'm doing it again.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright. That's better.
It's better. It's
Hold
better.
on, do I get my... Are they using my +2 of aura right now? Or do...
Unfortunately, that's not a saving throw.
Oh, you're right. Fuck.
But as you're making this prayer out, you don't necessarily feel that connection coming back. And if you tried to make that connection to magic and like try and go through the ritual steps of casting the spell, it wouldn't really take effect.
What? I can feel that all from this fucking prayer that didn't come true?
No, I mean,
Oh.
if you prayed and you tried to do it, it didn't work, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah. I got it. It was more flavor. Hold on. Prayed and didn't work. I look over at Carrick and Brock. I'm like, I can't perform the ceremony. I can't perform the rite. Something's going on. As I'm now giving them chest compressions.
Well, that being said, I don't think you would necessarily think that something's going on. This is not it's not a spell that you would have been able to cast.
Because it wasn't prepared?
It's not prepared. Like, if you had cast that spell, had it been prepared, probably would have worked. But because
better outcome. Yeah.
To like unfortunately you didn't have the spell prepared. We tried to give you the religion check. You failed the religion check. Didn't work. Was where we're at.
Hell yeah, I love it.
You know what? You tried your best. The priest, he's gone. There's nothing we can do. I'm sorry.
But he knew so much. And I grabbed my shoulder. He knew so much. At least I thought he did.
Do you think that the scream, do you think that was him that we were hearing?
Oh my god, I didn't hear that scream, Brock.
Was that
you did?
You heard the second one. He didn't you didn't hear the first one, but you definitely heard the second one as this illusion flashed away.
I don't think it was him. But that's just my opinion.
Maybe it was. How do we know?
Do we need to find the screaming person?
Yeah.
Is there a way to find the screaming person? Follow the screams?
I mean, we didn't check any of those rooms. We passed up by the front. I mean, this place isn't like any temple I've ever seen.
We can just...
I can't see anything, so I didn't know we passed rooms.
Well, yeah, again, this is the if you remember last time, one thing that stood out is he mentioned that this temple isn't anything like he's ever seen before, and you also felt that same feeling because there's only two, like there's this dichotomy in whatever religion that they have here, where there's two sides of this chamber instead of like the, 12 or 9 that you're used to seeing. I think it's 12 or 13 even.
Oh, that's right. There was 2 missing, right? Or something like that?
No, there's only 2. There's
only 2. Yeah, there was. I have here the Lord of Light. Yeah, I have the Lord of Light and the Lord of Dark, and we don't know which one Father Donovich was. That's what I have.
You did get from him that he worshipped the light. And you could see that the darkness in there was just like, it wasn't in a worship way, but it was almost placed there in a respectful way. Like, I don't know necessarily how to make sense, but like, if you're looking at the, like, it's not a yin yang, but if you're looking at like good and bad right next to each other, it seems like there's people here that worship good, right? And people come here to worship good and not necessarily ward off the bad, but it seems like there's a level of respect that they give to that at the end of the day. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand it.
Cool. But yeah, the big thing that stands out is you're used to, hold on, let me count. 13, I think.
Of the gods?
Yeah.
It was 13 or 12.
2, 3, 4,
Regardless, yeah, it's there.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah, you're used to seeing 12 kind of aligned on either side of a temple, right? So you go in and there's 12 shrines all the way around. 2 here and you don't recognize the symbols. And so you guys are currently standing in this, open chamber here. You've obviously brought him down from the ceiling. Like, you guys cut him down and you said you were trying to perform like chest compressions on him.
As a normal modern medicinal thing.
Yeah, I think this is standard, just like punching him in the chest, like, live!
Live!
Dust is flying out of his like centuries-old corpse.
All right.
But yeah, in here, you just, you looking around this room, you just see that altar to the 2 kind of in this center point of the room here, but it looks like all of this place is in shambles. Everything's overturned. There's broken pews that are all over the dusty floors. All of these, dozens of candles are mounted in candlesticks and like candelabras that are lighting up the room here. But it looks like this altar has been scarred by like these massive claws. You'll notice that up above the rope that you cut looks like it leads to the bell tower. So it looks like he hung himself with the bell rope. Back the way that you came, it looks like there's 4 doors that you could potentially explore further in. Or in here further.
I look at Carrick and Brock and I'm like... Actually, I go... pick the father up and I put him over my shoulder, and then I say, let's go check out what's going on in these rooms, basically to get out of the big area and try to find a spot to like assess. So I head towards one of the rooms.
Yep. You choose, I guess,
Carrot, pick a room.
C, E, E, or D.
I think we should stay together. You're
pick a room.
We're all staying together, right?
Yeah, man. We're we just need to pick a room.
I thought you were telling me to fucking go find my own room, dude. All right.
Oh, I would never.
Yeah, you guys.
I'd give him a little kick in the bum. Like, let's go, pick a room.
So we're going this way? Oh wait, no. Let me see. I just gotta scroll down. Let's go to this one.
All right.
All right.
You guys make your way in here. And
I put the priest down on. It looks like there's a bed there. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a dirty room. Kind of contains a wooden bed with what looks to be like a straw-filled mattress here. We put Father Donovich down on the bed. He looks very dead.
Can I investigate?
Yeah, so there's a small table with an oil lamp that looks like it's still lit and burning, and above the bed's headboard is a wooden sun-shaped holy symbol. or at least the symbol that you would recognize from out there on the altar. So it looks like a holy symbol.
Is it just a symbol, or are there any like words on there?
No, it just looks to be like a sun carved out of wood almost.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna look at Brock and be like, since we're both religious, I'm like, dude, you wanna check that out? And hoping, like, he'll go back and forth to me, like, why don't you check it out? I'm like, why don't you check it out?
I mean, I could. I kind of did already when we were out in the other room. It doesn't look any different than the one out there, but it's, again, nothing that I've ever seen before. It's got some looks of maybe Palor with the sun, but it doesn't look like any symbol of Palor that I've seen.
Is there anything under the bed or between the mattress?
You duck under the bed, climbing around with your little halfling body, like ducking around, like moving shit, and there's nothing to even move, and opening up like the table and like seeing if there's anything in the drawer. Nothing of value.
Nope. Yeah, not even any more
Right.
cheese.
Yeah, he's got like a priest's robe on him, tied up with like just a simple rope belt, and like you can lift up the robe, you'll see dick and balls, but you won't see really much anything else. There's no money, like nothing else.
You just searched his body? Is that what just happened, Carrick?
It sounds like that's what Carrick was going for. You were wanting to investigate his body, right? And like try
Respectfully, yes.
what you could find.
Yeah.
I slapped his hand, being like, whoa, hey, hold on. Respect.
Would he have wanted useful items on his person to be wasted? Or would he want to help us?
Well, I mean, dude, this is a priest. I mean, we can't really defile a priest's body.
You tried to give his centuries-old corpse chest compressions and crushed his ribs probably in the process. I'm just
trying to get him back to life, good
All
sir.
right, you know what? Sorry, sir. You're right.
No, Carrick, centuries old might be a little excessive. He doesn't necessarily look that old. He might be like it's hard for you to tell because you don't know humans that well. But
Okay.
Then,
you know what?
70, somewhere in that range, like 50 to 70, somewhere around there. But you would also know, like, if they asked you to come down here and talk to this priest, he's probably alive within the last at least 3 days, because you would assume that the day that their father died, one of them would have gone down to try and ask them. Like, there's a reason that you guys have gotten involved. So at some point, like, if you guys are using your deductive reasoning and trying to like solve this mystery here, it's been somewhere within the last 3 days that he's died, and also longer than 1 minute since you can't bring him back.
So, Xander, if it's true that he is resurrectable and it failed once, why don't we just take his body with us?
I look at him, I'm like, you gonna carry him? And I'm like, no, I get what you're saying. Alright, so you're saying that we should bring him with us, but what about, didn't you say there was a scream around here? No, Brock, you said there was a scream around here. Should we, look into that?
You all
we're
heard
looking
it.
in the room.
We could keep searching these rooms, but I mean, we
all heard it, yeah.
probably can figure out what's going on with this dead guy too. I mean, that obviously seems to be an issue. We don't want to necessarily get charged with that either. Like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, we carry him around. Like, carry.
A little bit more like mob style, like torch and pitchfork type people. Like they do to me, at least. I don't know to you.
Not if we dress him up in extra clothes we may have, and
The weekend at Bernie's idea again. I love it.
It might just be that I'm disguised as an orc right now, but I still don't think that. Hold on. Okay, and he goes back to that character that you guys have met as Brooke, or not like he doesn't go back to his like true trait changeling form, but he'll go back to his persona that he has been as Brooke, which you guys would recognize. And he's like, all right, I'm not going to be an orc if you guys are going to fucking carry around a dead priest through town. But let's leave him here. Let's go check out those other rooms. Let's see what we can find. See if we can. What I heard came from downstairs. Let's see if we can find a basement or something like that.
Yep. Okay.
Go from there.
Let's check out these rooms and then let's go downstairs.
Yeah.
All right. And where do you go next? You've got C, B, E, or D.
Well, I'm pretty. I'm not. I'm a little scared, so I'm gonna let Carrick pick again, and I'm gonna be close to Brock because I put that protection on him. So.
Yeah, and you guys move into that next room there, and in here you see just this dirty, lightless room. It's got an oil lamp, but it's not lit. Contains a wooden bed with a straw-filled mattress. Another wooden sun symbol is above the headboard of this bed as well, but it looks like this room is dusty. The straw doesn't look like it's been changed in a while. It looks like you guys might even be the first people that have set foot in here in a long time.
Eric, check this place out.
I'm not seeing anything in here. I mean, it's old. No one's been in here for a while. Should I investigate? Should I? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of giving it to you. There's nothing in this room. Like, you could roll a 1 or a 20 and I'd probably give you the same thing in here because there's not really anything to give, you know what I mean?
Let's go to this one.
Yeah, so I whispered to Brock and Carrick, "Hey, let's go to a different one. Carrick, you go first."
Follow me.
All right. And moving into this room over here, you'll notice that there's an old desk and a chair that kind of stand against this south wall over here. Another sunburst this time. All of these symbols, these holy symbols, they seem to symbolize the sun. But again, there are not any symbols that you would recognize, and the two in the other room are different than this one. This one's a little bit, like, this one's painted. It's a little bit more extravagant.
A little more ornate?
Yeah, I would say much more ornate. In here, you will also see that there's a 10-foot long iron rod that's attached to the north wall. It's completely bare, but it suggests that there was probably a tapestry that once hung there. And against the far wall, there's a wooden cabinet over here. Yeah.
Can we take a look around the room to see if there's anything interesting? You said there was a tapestry possibly there. Can we look in that area?
Yeah. So, where do you want to look? Do you want to look at the desk? Do you want to look into the wardrobe?
I want to look at the desk.
All right. So, heading over to the desk that looks like there's an alms box on top. You would recognize this as something that people would put donations into. It looks like there is a couple of blank sheets of parchment with a couple of quills and dried up jars of ink. There's also what seems to be a suicide note on here, signed by Father Donovich. It looks like it's rushed. The handwriting doesn't look very clear. It looks a little sloppy. And it just says, I just can't take it anymore. You'll notice that there's a couple of books over in the wardrobe as you kind of move over to the wardrobe. Looks to be Hymns of the Dawn, or Hymns to the Dawn, excuse me. It looks like these are a volume of chants to somebody called the Morning Lord. Again, that's not necessarily something that you've heard of Paylor. He's more like the Dawnbringer. So this is a different name for a different sun god, maybe. There's a book called The Blade of Truth, The Uses of Logic in the War Against Diabolist Heresies, as fought by the Olmist Inquisition. And that's about what you find in here.
Is the suicide note the only thing with his handwriting?
Yes, or I guess there would probably be like other like church records around that would have his handwriting too.
Does the handwriting on the note match the handwriting on the notes?
It does, yeah.
Okay, so he wrote his own suicide note.
Yeah, at least from what you could deduce, or was like forced to write his own suicide note if you really want to go out on a limb, but it looks to be his handwriting.
I'm gonna cast, not cast, but I guess use a divine or channel divinity to get divine sense.
All right.
I think I don't have enough. I don't have detect magic ready to go. So
That's within 30 feet of you, correct?
60 feet.
60 feet?
Yep.
Can it go through stone?
If I'm just looking at the book for this one. One second.
From the one in the chat, it doesn't look like it has that restriction.
I don't think. Right, I was going to say, I think that it's just straight up.
All right. So here is what you would get then from within 60 feet of you. You get the sense that this church, this entire place that you're in, has been desecrated. This is a desecrated temple at this point. You also get the sense that something in the basement is undead.
Hey, I have a question. The guy's note. He said I can't take it anymore? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
What is he referring to?
Nice. What was he thinking at that time?
Huh?
Screaming?
Was he forced to listen to it?
Well, I mean, there's
Guilt-ridden?
There's 2 beds here, but only one of him. Maybe there was somebody else here at some point?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe he feels guilty and he can't take something, and maybe he knows the undead person in the basement that we're going to have to probably kill.
Interesting. Ooh.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, I hear you. So basically, what's the tone of his suicide note? Like,
I mean,
I'm killing.
It was rushed. It looked like the handwriting was sloppy, but the tone of it was very quick. I mean, it was 5 words. I just can't take it anymore. 6 words. Sorry.
Well, you know what? Wait, did we check the wardrobe or the cabinet thing yet?
Yeah, you
Not
checked
yet.
both of those. The cabinet and the wardrobe had where those 2 books.
I think we should check out the last room.
I'm behind you, bro, but just remember, I haven't told him yet. So I can sense that this whole entire place is desecrated. And pretty sure there's an undead person downstairs, which you knew, but, you know.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, I appreciate the insight. I can see that it's desecrated, and I have heard some screaming, but I appreciate it being backed up by that.
I have heard that guy or whatever downstairs, so, you know. Yeah, let's check out the last room.
Brooke will look to you guys and he'll say, what do you think? Do you think that the thing that we hear screaming is the undead thing, or do you think it's something that needs help from the undead thing?
Good point. I guess we're going to just have to, go down there ready, but not guns blazing. Just kind of
Should we get my sister first?
Absolutely. Is she around?
I mean, she's back at the mansion, but I do think, I mean, if the priest is dead and he was the one who was telling them no, they couldn't bury their father here, problem solved? Question mark?
Yeah, we figured it out. Carrick, remember that this first room we haven't looked, but perhaps we can do it when we come back? I'm gonna go back and pick up the father and put him over my shoulder.
But what if there's something we might need in the last room, or information?
I think I can sense so much stuff happening in this place that I think let's get Skizzy here. We're gonna need her help.
Okay. I will follow your lead.
Alright, let's go find our little goblin friend and see what's going on. And again, I pick up the priest and throw him over my shoulder.
Meanwhile, Jake, are you ready to hop in?
Hey, yo, yeah.
Jake!
What up?
So, let's see. Do you have a character on Roll20 in the game yet?
I don't.
Let's see how I can get you access to this map here.
Ooh.
I think you're this simple. Alright, did that take everybody here? Or did that take just you here? Sorry.
I'm on a black screen.
Me too.
You're on a black screen.
Likewise.
You know what, fuck it. You guys can see this. Just pretend like you haven't seen it if you guys encounter this later.
Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Let me turn this off.
Oh my god.
Spooky.
I was so...
Ooh.
And where do you think that you would be coming from? Do you think that you would be coming from the east or from the west?
Ooh. I would be coming from the east.
Right. So you've been making your way through a land that you've been in for a year, a week, 100 years. At the same time, as long as you've been here, you still don't feel comfortable with this place. The mist creeps you out. Like,
Yes.
you're a scary individual, I would say, but this place still is a bit scary to you, and you've encountered, you know, hundreds of horrendous things throughout your time here, but you've been on a bit of a mission recently, hearing that there is a diviner of fate, let's call her, that recently made an appearance in this area, named Madeline, and looking to go and get your cards read, so to say.
Oh, yes.
Making your way up this road, you haven't really encountered too much danger over the last couple days, but let's be real, I mean, you traveling alone, you've probably found a way to at least use some of your magic to maybe make yourself a little bit less seen, I would say, throughout your journeys. So I would say that you probably, at least not traveling in a large party or anything like that, you haven't really had cause for concern. You've traveled kind of under the radar. But you make your way into what seems to be a bit of a village encampment. There's several tents set up, also surrounded by several little wagons, and these are the people that you are ultimately looking for. You've encountered them a bit in the past. Being who you are, it's not necessarily been the most... You've had good times and bad times with them, I would say. Like, sometimes, depending on if you get the right one and you're in the right mood, you don't kill all of them and they don't try and kill you. And other times, like, you know, you had to slaughter a few of them. Like, there have been caravans that disappeared and nobody knows why.
Blood.
So you've definitely encountered them before, and I'm curious, do you go in as your, maybe I guess we would call it your traditional appearance, or are you maybe coming in some sort of other form to kind of greet these people here?
No, I think that I don't think that this woman thinks very hard on anything. She's just kind of winging it at all times. I think that given that there is a history between her and this particular group of people, she's just going to rely on, like, I'm going to go in as myself and understand that that probably scares them, but is also better than if I tried to pretend to be somebody else. And maybe it's like a peace offering in a way of, like, I'm walking into my camp being very blunt about, like, hello, it's me again. So I think she's in her standard form.
So I would say, do you want to roll me a perception check, just real quick, as you're
Sure. Yes. Oh, how do I do that? Here we go. Yes.
I mean, if you want to roll it on your character sheet, I know that. Oh, hey, cool, we got it.
11.
What would your bonus be? 5? Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, with an 11, I would say, I'd say you catch this at the distance. There were 2 guards that were kind of standing out towards the front of the camp. They have disappeared and they've been replaced by like a bigger, tougher looking guy. But from a distance, I'd say that's about all you really pick up on. You're probably still 60 feet out. Next,
Cool.
I would call it 2 turns. If you're walking normally, you'll end up at the camp.
Yeah.
I'll
I'll use my awakened mind to form a telepathic bond with the big hunky guard and say,
Oh, hello. You have nothing to fear from Saga Citra today. I seek only the knowledge of your Madam Ava.
Can he respond, I would assume?
that's a good question. Wait, I think so. Yeah. He can respond.
So, you come in peace?
Yes, of course. What else would I come in? Someone else's skin?
He'll kind of put his sword away hesitantly, but his hand is still like death grip on there. His knuckles are white. I would say at this
That's a
point,
good lad.
kind of come up and close with him. You would notice that this fire here, there was a bunch of people around it. These guys have definitely all fucking cleared out at this point.
Oh,
They're all like,
come back. Hugs for everyone.
yeah, everybody is now in hiding behind their like various like caravans and inside their tents. Like there's maybe a couple brave ones standing out, but everybody's like dipped the fuck out to give you a clear path to Madame Ava's tent.
Excellent. Great. I will walk into her tent.
Awesome. Give me.
It's fantastic. That is fucking so joyous to hear.
Please tell me if this voice is like too shrill or hard to hear.
No, it's fucking.
It's perfect.
It's great.
Perfect.
I love it.
You're like, no, we can hear it.
I just need to find something here. There we go.
Sorry, in the middle of changing some diapers, so I'll be right there.
Ooh, yum.
Oh, God.
Fun.
Oh no!
But you're still in like the newborn shit stage with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where it's like milk and formula and shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. So as you enter into this tent here, you'll see that this magic flames kind of cast this reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing just this low table covered in a black velvet cloth. There's glints of light that seem to flash from the crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure kind of peers into its depths. And you know, as this crone speaks, her voice kind of crackles like these dry weeds, just, oh, at last you've arrived. And then she'll let out We're going to be best friends.
Yes, or I'm going to suck out your soul and take all your power.
You can certainly try.
Oh, should we kiss?
Probably. Like her withered tongue and crusty lips.
Great. We tongue each other, I guess, before any words have been exchanged.
Just this horrible hag. Just everybody's like, oh, this is terrible. It's terrible. You see the guard who brought you a little closer just turn back and just vomit. Just.
Oh, look, young man.
But she'll, after just a moment, just be like, I know that's not what you're here for.
Well,
What are you? She'll say, you're here for me to read your cards. Is it Silga?
how dare you? No, it's Saga Siltra.
Saga Siltra.
Saga Citra, excuse me. It's my first time introducing myself. No one ever asks my name.
Come forward and let me read these to you. And
Yes, I cannot read.
we'll start to pull, she'll pull this deck of cards out in front of you, and each of these look like they're very, very beautiful, and she'll lay each of them out on the table, and 5 of them in total. The first one is a 9 of glyphs. The second one is a 4 of glyphs. The third one is the Master of Swords. The fourth one is Donjon, King of Clubs. And the last one is the Mists and the Queen of Spades.
Oh, yes, of course. I understand.
So you will just try not to upset my people while you stay the night and await the arrival of some of our friends.
Oh, stay the night. Well, wherever shall I sleep?
And she will look at you, and she's either going to cast polymorph on you, or she's going to ask you to change your form, and you guys will, obviously look like 2 hot rich women, rich fancy girls walking around the camp. Right, make a little pull from the Friday game.
Yeah. Okay, great. Sweet.
But yeah, with your new look, you definitely don't get those terrified looks from all of the strangers in town, and she doesn't look necessarily as haggy as she used to. And we're gonna leave your little adventure right there for now, and we'll bounce back over to Sierra, who is still in the house with Ivan and with Ismira. Anything else that you'd want to talk to them about? Are you doing any other things around the house while you're waiting for your brother and your friends?
Flirting with the prince. But you did mention there were claw marks and things are boarded up. I think she would ask both of them, but mostly towards Ismira, since she's not confused. So what's going on with all the claw marks and the boarded windows?
Well, obviously you saw her tonight, that devil witch Navira.
Yeah.
She was here, and she's obviously one of the biggest problems that we've had, but we've also had werewolves, large bears, wolves, just a variety of different evil creatures all under her control, it seems.
Is she doing this to anyone else in the town, or just this house?
Not at the moment, though. There were rumors that similar circumstances happened with that girl Gertrude up the street. Now, do you remember this, or do you want to roll me a history check and I'll remind you?
Girl Gertrude. Gertrude was the missing girl from that dark elf woman who was crying in the house.
Yeah, the Mad Woman.
Boom!
Her name was Mad Mary or Mad Molly, one of the two. But Gertrude was her missing.
Her name
was also the house.
Go with the scary ass doll.
Yeah, the creepy doll house.
And that was also what was that last part?
I was just saying that was the creepy doll house.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Too.
So she had said, other than Gertrude, it's only been kind of this. Is that what she said? Sorry.
No, she said, sorry, my dog's drinking water right next to where I am right now, and you guys could probably hear that. Yeah, she said that Gertrude was the most recent one. That was months ago. But it seems like from what she like Esmira will describe to you, that this is something that's been ongoing for time immemorial here. The Dark Queen that rules up, or the Dark Princess that rules up at the castle at the top of the hill, she is trying to think of the right word for it, but dominant in this area. She'll come through and she'll, like, I don't know, the vibe I'm getting is like that lord from Braveheart where he comes in and just claims his like prima nocta. He like you know, he's she is somebody who takes whatever she wants, and she always gets what she wants, and
she's basically
place, which is her realm.
Yeah, she's basically a terror on the town, you know. She causes trouble all the time, basically.
Violent dictator.
Yeah. So in that case, she's just... You said there was a place you think will be safe for Ivan. She almost called him the prince, but she's like, Ivan. Can you tell me a little more about it?
Valaki is across the valley, and everything my father ever told me was that place was safe, and we've always looked at it as I don't know if I'm being completely honest, but I've always looked at that place as a place that maybe I could run to if everything else seemed lost.
Do you think they'll take you in? Will they know who you are? Or will they close the gates on some random stranger showing up?
We can only hope, but I mean, at least it's a place with walls and gates.
Yeah, that's fair. That'll help, at least against bears.
We'll see about vampires, but I mean, from everything I heard, they can't come in unless you invite them, right? She, like, looks over at her brother sharply, like, don't fucking invite her in again.
That is true.
She showed me her tits. It was great. Like,
does he say that?
No.
Okay. Oh, some interesting prints we've got here.
Right? Hey, it's his amnesia. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
And that is my boy, so...
We'll definitely have to make sure someone's keeping an eye on him at all times, considering he's under this weird influence of hers. Listen, Ivan, I know she's hot, but you just can't.
And to be fair, she was sexy. Like let's be real. She looked good.
She's a sexy dictator vampire woman, yeah.
Wow.
And I mean, even like if you were comparing like the two sisters, Nezarina and Navira, the two that you've seen, seems like, you know, both of them were hot, but one of them was even like a little bit hotter, you know. And it seems like Navira was that one.
Navira sounds hot. Want to touch the hiney.
Well, yeah, I mean, she tried to touch you, but unfortunately you swung your flail at her like, she turned into a swarm of rats.
She was in the middle of biting my friend. Of course he was gonna hit her. Alright, whatever.
But,
This isn't my thing.
no, about that time, your group of friends and your brother ends up coming back, and what do you think, Xander? Would you knock, or do you guys think you would just walk right in?
I walk right in. This is the place that we were all at, right?
You're returning to the Burgomaster's house. So yeah, they probably do expect that you're coming, but I mean, roll me an insight check just real quick.
I guess, yeah, I can roll that. But I guess, I mean, if I knew where I was going, I'd just walk in. But if it was a new house, I would not. So, insight, god damn it.
No, you love those wisdom rolls. Yeah, this is great.
I hate those wisdom rolls.
So, Sierra, as you're talking to Ismira and Ivan, the door bursts open behind you, and both of them, like, Ismira immediately, like, pulls her bow.
Yeah.
Ivan, like, pulls out his longsword and gets ready to, fight.
I have a firebolt in hand as I suddenly whirl around.
I'm walking in with my shield, like, yo, hey.
Brock is looking
Xander.
back.
Knock.
Like, looking at you, Eddie, Xander, like, dude, what the fuck? Why didn't you knock?
Like, I don't know, man. Are we good? So, and I take my shield down. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I thought this is where we were meeting up. But you know what? In the future, I will knock, because you're right. Safety first.
What the fuck, man? Like, Ivan is, like, clearly, like, not traumatized, but, like, he, like, leaned on his sword for a minute, like, take a couple of deep breaths, like, what? Scared the shit out of me. Even Ismira, she's still got, like, her bow half drawn, and she's, like, looking at you, Sierra, and she's just, like, shaking her head, like, I still can't believe you invited these fuckers here.
I disperse the firebolt to be harmless, but I still throw, like, some of the embers at him, like, just to give a little, like, extra warm peck.
Yeah, look at it. Yeah. Oh, also, I don't know who you are, so I look at you.
Oh,
I'm like, what's going on here? Who are you?
Well, Xander, Skizzy's missing, so 1 + 2 equals...
I can't do that math all the time, because 1 minus and 1 plus 1 minus good plus 1 evil does not still equal out. So
Brooke will just try and cut through this, and he'll just say flabbergasted.
Moonbeam.
Look back at you, Xander, and just be like, is it good enough for you?
Yes.
All right.
Sierra now.
I look her up and down and be like, I like it. Hi, Sierra.
You gotta work on your prejudice to goblin folk there.
I'm sorry, I spent most of my life killing goblins, so when they're killing your village and you don't have a way to stop them, you'll have the same. You will feel the same way as I do. Welcome, Sierra. And I give you a look.
Can I insight check his tears?
Xander, is this a performance? Would you consider this a performance check, or would you consider this to be more of a deception check, or an actual, like, persuasion, like, to try and, like?
No, this is real. But I would love to see it. What do I need to roll?
I would say that this is a persuasion, then, if this is real.
I have.
Oh.
Oh, ain't that some shit? I was like, I have.
All right, roll me a d20, guys.
Everyone's dying now. I look at Carrick and I'm like, let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Let the bodies hit the...
Xander, I'd say you were a little bit more persuasive on this.
Alright.
Yeah.
So after it, then she's just, I'm sorry, Xander, I didn't know. It just...
Yeah, and I never told you. I never told anybody. Okay? It's just...
No, I understand having hatred for something and needing to blame it for pain and loss, but Droopy's not that, man. You gotta get over it with Droopy.
You know, Droopy could be the 0.1 exception.
Yeah.
Alright, I get it, but still, I will not respect any goblins ever.
Well,
and I hate when you're skizzy.
Unfortunately, I'm kind of learning goblin and not orcish, so it's the one I gotta go with when we're out of here. But I won't do it again if I don't have to.
No, I'll work on it because I know it's you, but just don't expect me to respect all goblins.
That's fair.
After what they did.
Yeah, to be fair, they usually are all little monsters, but
she was my sister. Sorry.
Roll me an insight check again.
Shit.
Xander deception this time.
Oh.
She was his sister. He was his sister.
My sister. Goblins did me dirty. Alright. But it's great to see you in this form. Sierra, I like your hair.
Thanks, I like it too.
Yeah, looks good.
I'll do that, kind of do an extra flourish of a hair flick and wink at Ivan.
Slow motion Xander is like, nice hair flip.
All right, well, are you guys going to fill them in on your current situation / problems? Or are you guys just going to shoot the shit and stare open mouth with the goofy eyes like the... I guess that's the second option.
Yeah, that's you, Xander and Carrick. You guys gotta tell me what's wrong, remember?
Sorry. I was answering a text. What'd you say? Sorry, what were the options?
You could either sit there staring at Sierra with your eyes just wide open, your mouth on the floor, or you could fill her in on the situation and what's going on. To be perfectly clear, you could also pick option B and make Carrick fill her in, or just maybe...
I was thinking, like, ¿por qué no los dos? You know? Like,
So, Carrick, it's up to you.
Hey! No, like, hey, So what'd you learn?
Me?
Dude, there's the church! Someone's crying for fucking help at the church! Tell me!
And then I turn around. Yeah, I kind of like, Carrick, can you fill her in?
Oh yeah, we were at the church. There was like this priest we were talking to who was telling us about stuff, and then all of a sudden it was an illusion and the whole church was in shambles, and then we heard screaming in the basement, and then the priest was just dead. He's been dead for a little bit.
Well, he was hung.
Well, he killed himself, yeah, and he left a note.
In our eyes, yeah.
Yeah. And there's someone screaming in the basement. So we came to get you because we want to bring you back there to help us.
Holy shit, guys!
We're pretty sure that the priest was the ghost, and Xander, I think...
I'm still holding the priest.
He's
over my shoulder.
The priest through town. You laid him on a bed, and you did not carry him through the town.
I wanted to take
I did.
But we decided to leave.
Oh, all right.
There would have been a lot more issues. You would not have made it back to the house. But
it would have been a lot funnier conversations.
Regardless, Brock will also say, or actually he's Brooke again now, he's back, and you would also notice, Sierra, that he's back to his previous form that he was in. That Xander was able to figure out that there's something downstairs that's undead. But at the end of the day, if you guys wanted to skip this problem, he'll say, we can just bury her father or their father, since there's nobody saying no anymore since the priest is dead. I mean, we guess we could bury him too.
I think it's kind of more up to Izmira and Ivan. If we go deal with this, it could mean someone is in danger who we could save, but if we leave you guys, you might have trouble. Do you think she'd come back so quickly after drinking from him already?
Usually when the attacks happen, they're a few days apart, but it's hard to say.
So it's up to you. It's your life and your brother's.
Yeah, it's your family.
That poor man, Father Donovich, especially after his son Doru died last year.
Do you want us to check the basement then?
Is there a preference of yours? Because we're here to help.
You heard screaming. I mean, we should probably see what's going on, especially if I'm to be the burgomaster. I need to help protect my people, and
all right.
I think it's best that you investigate.
All right, then you don't let him out of your sight, and we'll be back once we figure it out. Let's go.
All right.
I look at Sierra, and I'm like, so how's everything going? Are you okay? You need help with that, or are you okay?
Yeah, just all the looks being skizzy, we thought we were walking into a place where there was a lot more orcs and goblins. It seemed right to change.
And I get it completely, and I would just like to say nice job and compliment you.
Well, thanks, Xander. Well, I'm sure she'll make a return if we ever have to come back out these parts.
Yeah. Is he?
I mean, yeah, it's the one
I know it's you. I know it's you, It's fine.
You guys make your way to the church and return to that hallway that you guys were making your way down, and I assume go into the room that you were looking for?
I still have my divine sense on, right?
How long does that last? I think it's just a short period of time.
10 minutes.
Yeah, it's definitely been longer than 10 minutes.
I said 10, but it's probably been longer than 10 too.
Yeah.
Next 10 minutes, 10 minutes.
Right. So yeah, that's definitely gone out. But as you come into this room here, you'll notice that time and neglect have kind of punched holes through the ceiling of this moldy room. It contains a few broken roof shingles, and there's puddles of water. The roof is ultimately kind of collapsed in this room here. In one corner set into the floor, though, it looks like there is a heavy wooden trapdoor that's held shut with a chain and a padlock. You hear these screams of anguish coming up out of the basement, and it's mostly screams of like help, and I think every now and then you catch like, I'm starving and Father, feed me.
Well, this sounds terrifying.
Yeah, I look around like, wait, what's happening here? It sounds like people are very hungry.
I push Xander forward and back up.
And then I catch myself in the wall.
I don't mean like shove. Oh, sorry. No, I don't mean like she doesn't. She just does a little like, there you go, and backs up.
Right. You're trying to push me down. I'm like, hold on. Because I was about to do that to Carrick. No joke. Just gonna push her down. So we all hear this the screaming from down below, and I remember back being like, "Hey guys, I had the divine sense earlier that there was undead going on downstairs. Should we think about going in, or should we just?"
Well, it also sounds like people might be starving in there. I mean, undead aren't really known for talking. Are they?
To be clear, you did only hear one voice. It didn't sound like multiple voices.
Oh, and on top of that, there's only one voice.
If we only heard one, and I know there's undead downstairs, there's got to be one undead person downstairs.
Or when living, you don't sense living.
Well, hot damn, I don't sense living. You're correct. All right, well, you guys want to check it out?
I think we have to.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sitting there, like, kind of with my shield. I'm not like terrified or anything, but I'm just a little like, all right, I guess let's do this. Let me put myself up here. And then can we try to open the door?
I am most definitely in the back.
Do you want to... how are you going about opening this door? Are you trying to smash it with one of your weapons? Are you just trying to pull the chain apart? Are you trying to pick the lock?
Oh, wait, can we check to see, what's the mechanism? Because it could be one of the three.
I can try picking it. I investigate it for traps first.
Yeah,
there is a chain and a padlock that's holding the trapdoor shut.
Is
I'm
it
gonna take
trapped?
a step back and be like, unless you guys want me to smash this, you guys can try to get in there.
Is it trapped?
It is not trapped.
I still back up, though, and use Mage Hand to pick the lock.
As you conjure your mage hand, it appears as a skeletal, almost disembodied, bony hand with, like, tendons and flesh kind of hanging off of it.
Ooh.
Kendra just kind of looks back like, ooh, hey, yo, don't hit me with that.
Apparently magic's a little fucky over here, but I still use it to pick the lock and got a 22.
Yeah, easy enough. The padlock comes apart and somebody can easily enough pull the chain and open the trapdoor.
I will step in, be like, nice job, and I want to open it and not jump in or anything, just kind of open it and look down.
Yeah, it looks like there is a stairway going into a very dark passage that is not lit.
All right.
And I don't think any of you have dark vision, do you?
I do not have dark vision.
No, I can send my dancing lights down.
As you send the dancing lights down, you'll hear just this...
Ian, do you have dark vision?
What is that? What is that? Father, is that you? What are these lights? I'm so hungry.
And that's when I guide and push Carrick down towards the stairs. Like, all right, you're up. I'm right behind you.
Okay. Which way?
Eric, make
down.
Down this little set of stairs. Wrong button. Oh, wrong way. Over here.
Oh.
Xander, do you follow? Are you going right behind him if he goes down?
Yes, I've got his back.
Right.
But I also want to make sure that I can see Sierra behind me. I'm like, hey, with a big smile. Like, why don't you come on down?
She's going.
Sierra.
She's just going last.
I know. It was just an easy thing for Xander to say.
Brooke will be in between you guys as you guys go down the stairs. You'll take that third spot in line, and as Carrick, you make your way into this kind of undercroft down here. It looks like these rough-hewn walls have been kind of carved out of this damp clay and earth. It's got these rough-hewn walls and these rotting wooden pillars that are very much under strain of this wooden ceiling. There's just a little tiny bit of candlelight that slips through the cracks, but through the dancing lights that Sierra has sent forward, you'll notice that there is a very gaunt young man who is chained to this dark corner over here, and he'll just say, I'm so hungry.
There's no other, undead? There's just this guy?
Just this one guy?
Oh, I'm gonna go over to him.
Wait, don't get close now.
Yeah, if you do try and approach even closer, he's chained to this wall and trapped in the corner, but he'll try and shrink down and try and make himself as small as possible, and as you come forward, he'll just start hissing at you and just I can smell your blood. Stay back. Stay away.
What's your name? What's going on with you? How long you been down here?
I'm Doru. I don't know. What's happened to my father? Where is he? He can explain all of this, I'm sure.
The priest?
Go away. Back away from me. I don't want to hurt you.
Is your father the priest?
Yes, Father Donovich.
Xander, you're up. All right, buddy. Tell him. We found your father. Xander will tell you what the rest of the story is.
I assume you just duck between Xander's legs and hide.
I don't want to tell him.
I think you're muted, Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie, if you've been talking, you've been muted this entire time.
Damn it. I muted myself because I was eating crunchy cereal. So I look at him and I go, Dormu, is that your name?
Doru, yes.
Dormu?
I put it in the Discord chat. Doru.
Ooh. Okay. My name is Xander. We're here to help.
No, stay back. Stay back.
No, it sounds like you're hungry. Hey. It sounds like you're hungry. We have food for you. You said you wanted... What? Blood? Meat?
Blood. Blood is the only thing I can consume.
Can I stand 15 feet away from him and see if he can reach me?
If you get any closer, he's going to start moving forward to try and attack you, and we'll roll initiative.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how far I can go without it. So that's why I said 15 first.
Yeah, I mean, he's freaking out with you guys at the base of the stairs. So he's going to, like I said, he's going to try to attack if you move forward from where you are. So if you want,
I want to move around side.
I mean, like I said, if you want to talk, stay where we are. If you want to move into combat, we'll move into combat.
Don't. No, hey, Doru. Okay, we're here to help. I just want to tell you, I am a man of religion as well. And I know your father, Father Donovich, also is a man of religion. Can we just keep calm for 1 second? I need to know how I can help you, other than just getting you meat. Blood. Sorry, zombies and vampires, they get me.
There is no way.
Oh man, are you alone down here?
Do you see anybody else? Go away. Go talk to my father. Nation.
We want to help you,
Supposed to be here.
or you'll die by yourself down here. Can we help you?
What happened exactly? What happened to you to... Sorry, I did the Kaya voice. What happened to you to make you locked up down here, to make you want blood?
Devil Witch, Navira.
She tried to turn you, or just kill you?
I don't think she just tried. I think she did, and she turned me.
How are you still wanting to be okay, though? I thought once they become vampires, they kind of just, lose it.
Yeah, Sierra. I got your back.
Not necessarily. What do you mean by lose it, I guess?
I guess it depends. The D&D, technically vampires are all that alignment of lawful evil, or so once you become a vampire, you just kind of become evil in D&D. They don't let you twinkle with diamond skin in the sunlight.
Well, you did grow up.
Whoa, Stephanie Meyer reference.
Yeah, he did grow up in the church, and there's a reason he came back to his dad, and his dad chained him in the basement is to try and his dad's goal was to try and find a solution. But ultimately, I don't think that you guys know that. But I think with the implication here that he's chained up and his father didn't kill him and then his dad killed himself, maybe putting two and two together, it's maybe he couldn't figure it out and boom.
Yeah. But still, him being a vampire, he had, even becoming a vampire, he had the wherewithal to come to his father and get help, and he doesn't want to seemingly drink our blood, even if moving in is dangerous. He seems to be trying his best right now to be civil.
How did he get chained up?
Yes and no. As I mentioned, if you move closer, we're moving into combat. He's doing his best to hold himself back.
Yeah.
But you get the sense that if you come any closer, he's not going to be able to control that, and he's going to try and get you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just the idea that he doesn't want to is what I'm getting at. Because it shows he still has a sense of himself, as opposed to just jumping into
saying,
that.
Don't get closer
evil.
to me. Don't get closer to me.
Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, if you would, I don't think you're going to be as blunt as this, but if you were to give him the choice, he'd rather die than be like this. Mm-hmm. But his father wasn't necessarily able to do that job.
Either way, kind of went off on a tangent there, but she would just add in, so Nezarina did this, and then your father put you down here, I suppose.
No, I don't know who this Nezarina is, but the Devil Witch Navira did this.
Sorry, their names are quite similar.
Are there? Is that a southern accent?
Yep. I decided that I'm doing that now. Why not?
There's two of them now, was the question that Toru asked, though.
Well, Nezarina isn't a vampire, she's something else, but besides that, you came, why are you locked up instead of dead, or feeding on people, I guess? Your father locked you up down here, right?
Yeah, because I asked him to. I don't want to hurt anybody. That's why I'm telling you to stay away from me and just go away. Let me die.
Is there a better way we could help you? Do you really want to die just starving in the basement here? I mean, can vampires even die that way? I pull out my book.
A mistake?
Do vampires even die?
Well, we do have stakes up top we could make with some of that wooden rubble. Would that
My
kill
concern
you?
is if it's too close, I won't be able to hold myself back.
I
Do we have a
understand.
wooden arrow?
It just
I might have something.
it feels like it'd be a mercy to help put him out of it, you know? Unless
But-
Evandra could cure this
I
vampirism.
was just gonna say, but
Yeah. Yeah, I'd
perhaps
like to see
Evandra
that.
could step in.
Go ahead.
Evandra works in mysterious ways. All right, and she'll be here.
Uh-huh.
when
I'm sure she will.
goddamn deemed this necessary. So
I'll
she does
bet.
not deem that this is necessary.
That's right. We have to be there at the whims of these assholes who think they're better than us. That's the problem, Xander. It's when she damn well deems.
I want you to remember that when the next time I cure you.
Well, you remember that when I cure you.
You don't even care about gods.
Exactly.
You're beholden
You
to
know
yourself.
why I can heal you? Because one fucking killed me, Xander. Killed me. That's why I can heal you.
And how did you get back to life?
It don't matter. The other one did it.
Okay,
But it
alright,
don't
alright,
matter.
okay.
It wasn't
It
like it
doesn't
was
matter that-
intentional. It wasn't intentional. She didn't look down and say, "Oh, dear soul, come back." She just happened to be bursting some weird holy-ass energy that brought me back with this.
I can't find anything that will be a steak. And now I'm talking in the southern accent because of you,
Real quick,
Tiara.
Eric,
There's stuff
yes or
upstairs.
no? Yes or no while they're arguing?
He said he wanted to die, so
So while you guys are busy trying to argue, Carrick, do you go into a rage or do you just run over and just try and axe him?
we'll go rage.
All right. So go ahead and affect your rage, and then go ahead and roll me your first attack, and I'll give you your 2 attacks on this, and then we'll roll our initiative.
We could have gotten the steak from
You
upstairs.
motherfucker. I was gonna walk upstairs.
No. I love this. I love how we're arguing
great.
and he's just running off.
He's like, I'm done. I'm gonna kill people now.
We are talking about a very super impulsive barbarian here. This is Carrick 100%. This is
Oh,
also
yeah.
No, I get it. Yeah, I'm not upset. I'm not upset. We should have been. You and I, Sierra, should have been ready for this.
So I'm ready to hit him now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
and roll your attack.
hit him as hard as you fucking can, dude.
A 23 will hit him.
And there's Topple.
Oh yeah, that's on there.
So go ahead and roll your damage twice. Right, and then you've got a second attack, and he was pretty much already prone on the floor, but now he's definitely prone on the floor. So your attack will
Yeah.
be damage.
Can I stop him? Because I'm pretty sure he's killing someone chained to a wall.
Oh yeah, he
You
totally
know
is.
he's a vampire, though.
Yeah, but I mean, come on.
Carrick,
He's
that was
asking
an
us to.
advantage, so
We
don't
were
forget your second
arguing
roll.
on how to kill him easy.
I know, but sometimes I feel bad, okay?
Hey guys, can we clear up the chatter for just a sec so Ian can roll?
Sorry.
He just can't hear me.
No, did that 9?
You've got advantage, so I've been trying to tell you to roll again.
Why is it doing it automatic? Wait, let me see.
Yeah, just keep the automatic and then just roll a second time, and we'll just take the better of the 2 rolls.
All right. 1 second.
So unfortunately, your second attack doesn't hit him. I think that you hit him so hard with your first attack, and because he was like already on the ground and like trying to cower away, I think that your second attack just kind of missed him. But we'll go ahead and roll our initiative, guys, and then I think we'll probably call it a night here and pick up in the combat at our next session.
I didn't mean to do that at advantage. Oh, but I still
And then
rolled really
Carrick.
good anyway.
Holy shit, I actually got something higher than a 10?
I don't think yours should have been at advantage either, right, Carrick?
No, I have it on auto. I don't know why it's doing that.
Well, there might be a reason for his... He's in rage, that's why.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Or
know
maybe.
What's that?
advantage for that.
Yeah,
He might have Dex... He might have Dex...
Wait, let me see.
I mean, if he didn't touch the... Did you touch advantage or disadvantage, Ian? All the way at the top.
No, but let me like toggle it off and then back onto automatic. Maybe it was just
No,
like,
leave it on automatic.
no, I'm
I
saying
think
like
that
I toggled it off and then back on. Let me see if that.
See? There it is.
Yeah,
Right
it's
there.
still doing it.
Yeah, because he gets... Jake just said it right there. Barbs get advantage on initiative at level 7. Feral Instinct.
Huh.
So, yeah, it's part of his character.
Awesome.
I didn't know that. Thank you. Sorry. I knew that, I guess, but I forgot.
No worries. We'll pick up next week where we left off tonight, but that was a lot of fun, guys.
Carrick, you're gonna kill this dude. Or, kill him? I'm not sure how
Is
that
this
works.
guy chained up in a basement, starving to death? Like, you're gonna murder him immediately. It's fine.
I'm pretty sure he's prone. Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna chop him up with the axe and then stab him in the heart with some kind of piece of wood.
Yeah. Sounds
It'll
right.
be lovely. Yeah, it'll be awesome.